What up, tubers? Welcome back to another draft here on the streets of Arena. Thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe if you haven't already. Don't forget to check out cardkingdom.com/Numot for all your Magic card needs. We have finally escaped the hell of the Arena Open nonsense, so I'm fresh. I'm ready to go. This is actually an Alchemy draft. This is the Murders at Karlov Manor Alchemy version, so as with all Alchemy formats, you are going to see one new card in every pack, potentially, if it doesn't get taken. Remember, the vast majority of Alchemy cards are very, very strong, but that doesn't necessarily mean they are good for limited. For example, this one is just one of the okay Alchemy cards. There are definitely some Alchemy cards that are extremely bomby. You'll know them when you see them. I don't think Scour the Scene is what we're going to be taking here. Probably just going to take our original OG rare, the Unyielding Gatekeeper. Good pack, don't have much time, but Buried in the Garden, Panther, also there as well. Looks like we're going to be past a Concert Kaboomist. This is this pack's Alchemy card. Another okay Alchemy card, but not one of the bomby ones you're hoping to open. If you play the Alchemy formats, really you're hoping to just get like the nuts, crazy powerful cards. You're not necessarily playing this because the format is good per se, if that makes sense. So in addition to the play boosters we already get where you can get a bunch of rares and mythics, now we're adding some extra power level with Alchemy. Again, this isn't going to be for everybody, but it's good to just give it a couple playthroughs just to get the taste, I think. Good follow-up second pick to our Gatekeeper. We have the Perimeter Enforcer here. Inside Source good, Bloomkin, Cold Case, Gardener. I mean, again, the Fairy, or not Fairy Snoop, the Concert Kaboomist is completely reasonable. 3 mana, 4/2 trample, disguises only 1 red, so not a bad one, but Perimeter Enforcer definitely our choice. Looks like now there are no more Alchemy cards, so might have been snapped up pretty early. I'm gonna take this Wisp Drinker Vampire here. I don't think we want Consultant or the Warden, which are like the two can be mono white cards. We have a pretty good start to a nice white-black deck, potentially. I am passing the Clandestine Meddler, which is another nice one, but this looks like a fun start. See if we can keep this going. Yeah, okay, maybe a Leering Onlooker, Slice from the Shadows, another Seasoned Consultant here. I'm pretty happy with the 2-mana 1/3 flyer. Blocks basically everything in the early game. I think I'd rather have that than the actual removal. Nice pack here as well. Another Scour the Scene from Alchemy. Gorehound, Phantom, and a Murder. I've come up on the Gorehound quite a bit. I'm actually going to take it here over Murder, perhaps? No, that's probably not right. But I do think I would take the Gorehound over the Phantom if there wasn't a Murder in this pack. Gorehound just always seems to do so much work in these decks. Setting up your draws, actually getting in for some amount of damage because it's got Menace as well, and of course just a 1-drop. Agent versus Auspicious. I'm still not a big fan of the Unscrupulous Agent. It's okay though. I do think Auspicious is quite nice. Wow, Slice from the Shadows now, and the Sanguine Savior. Let's take the removal spell. Here's another one of the Alchemy cards. This one's just, again, okay at best. Choose an instant or sorcery card in your hand. That card perpetually gains... that card perpetually incorporates. So this is a new Alchemy ability called Incorporate. You can see there at the top. A chord incorporated costs blue more to cast and is blue in addition to its other colors. So there are a bunch of Incorporate cards that add an additional color, if they aren't already that color, to a card, and then you get some kind of effect. Kind of interesting. Not necessarily the best. Oh, here's one Alchemy card we could take. The Snarlfang Vermin. 2/1 for 1. Whenever it deals combat damage to a creature, if that creature is still on the battlefield, suspect that creature. It perpetually gains this ability. Whenever a suspected creature an opponent control dies, while Vermin is in your graveyard, that opponent loses 1 life. So, actually, I don't even think it's as good as just taking the Gorehound here, but kind of a neat card that can pass off some effects. Let's take the Make Your Move now for a little bit of removal. Positive Vigilante, pretty good top-end card for white decks. Actually, we can pump up the Wisp Drinker Vampire with this even, turning into a 3/5 flyer. Wheeling 2-drops. Yeah, this is good. We've got a really nice black-white start. And remember, the black-white is the 2-power or less theme. So every card but our Vigilante can get pumped. And the Vigilante, of course, has synergy with the 2-power creatures. Ah. Okay, that's pack 1. Let's move to pack 2. Ghostly Prism. Fun card in Commander and whatnot, but not what we are going to get here. Ooh, we might actually be taking our Alchemy card this time. This card is pretty nice, I think. You really want to have a lot of multicolored creatures, so more ways to make detectives and stuff, but this is another one of those incorporate cards. When this enters the battlefield, you can choose a creature in your hand. If you do, that perpetually incorporates for a white and gains. When you cast this spell, you make a 2/2 white and blue detective, and then multicolored creatures you control get +1/+1. So if you do this on another white creature, it's simply going to make a 2/2, but if you do it on a black creature, it will turn into a black-white creature and get the pump in addition to the 3/3 creature that you're making. Remember, when you incorporate something, it always increases the cost. So be careful if you are going to be playing any of this Alchemy. If you incorporate, for example, on my Perimeter Enforcer, yes, I would make a detective when I cast the Enforcer, but the Enforcer would always cost at that point white, white, and 1. Do we want Soul Enervation here? Is that even good in our deck? I guess it's probably better than taking Tracker or Consultant right now. This is a pretty weak pick for us, second choice. Or rather, second pick of second pack. What's my synergy with this? I just have 1 Leadering Onlooker. Okay, I mean, I'll take it. I expect the other cards to wheel, but that wasn't very good. There's a Sanguine Savior. Savior gets a lot better now that we've taken that Scrutiny, right? Pumping it up. Yeesh. Oh, these packs are not going well for us. I guess I take Fairy Snoop or Phantom. But both are pretty mid-tier. Okay, Leech is good. So is another Gorehound. I think I like taking the Gorehound here over the Leech. I think. Wow, that's actually kind of close. No, I guess the Gore or the Leech is probably better. It's uncommon as well, so it's going to be harder to pick that up than it is to pick up the Gorehounds. On the job, that's not a bad pickup for our deck. Any white deck, really. I mean, I guess if you're playing on the job, you're probably playing white, but you know what I'm saying. Need some inside sources and stuff. All right, nothing here for us. We're not going to be taking the Reconstruction or the Coroner. We will take 40 gems, though. Easy. Snoop or Diligence. Yeah, I mean, again, the Snoop with the Scrutiny is fine if we want to. I don't know if I want it, though. Witness is actually pretty nice. There we go. It's a 4/3 flyer with the Scrutiny. So, I'll say it right now. This is going to be, unless pack 3 goes very well, a kind of a weaker Alchemy Murders deck. When you draft this format, like I said, you really are looking to draft the powerful decks with like 3 or 4 crazy bombs. And right now, I would say we don't have a single bomb, and we only have 1 Alchemy card. So, while this looks good, it's probably lower power level than a lot of decks in this format. Does that mean we can't do well? No, of course we can, but if your opponent has a bunch of crazy rares and mythics, definitely makes the game harder. How's our removal looking in? We have Make Your Move, and Slice. Is that, I guess I have the Gatekeeper can remove something. Oh, and the Murder, of course. Okay, so we're not actually doing too shabby on removal. Could use probably 1 or 2 more in the last pack. Let's take the 3/3 instead of the flyer. Not actually sure what the best black-white card is for Alchemy. I mean, obviously Kaya or something would be very good. Oh, we opened a Taste. Wow, this pack looking real good. Which one's this? 3 mana, 2/3 Convoke. When it enters the battlefield, draft a card from Mara's spellbook. Yeah, so this is like a 3 mana crazy card. Can get you some really... I mean, Taste is a bomb as well. And so I'd rather take the on-color bomb over Amara. But this is a 3 mana 2/3, which is already above rate, right? Because all the 2/2s in the format. Then you can get some really nice ones off of that. March of the Multitudes, Imperiosaur, all kind of crazy. We're losing out on a Homicide Investigator here and a Dog Walker. Delny, and another Wisp Drinker. Nice. Oh, Burden of Guilt. No, wait. This isn't the Alchemy card. Is this on the list? How have I not seen this before? Because this is the Alchemy card. Oh, weird. I didn't realize. Okay, well, maybe I've seen Burden of Guilt before, but I don't remember it. Anyways. Yeah, I guess I take Delny over Wisp-Drinker, and then we might even wheel the Wisp-Drinker. And pack 3 is treating us well. There's a Dog Walker now. Very good. Okay. Anything else we can get? Yeah, how about a Watchdog's not bad. We have quite a few creatures we can be swarming. Oh, this deck's nice. Another one of these Mapping the Maze Alchemy cards, but a second savior for us is good. Probably cut that Alley Assailant now. Escape Tunnel. How many detectives do I have? Only 4. Or we have Consultant or Agent. Kind of like the Agent now that I have the Delny. Doesn't that double trigger it? Yeah. I mean, the land's probably the safest pick there. Oh, another Scrutiny of the Guild pack, too. Okay. Wow, we really want to get some more multicolor cards. I mean, I guess I have quite a few multicolor cards already, but 2 Scrutiny's kind of good. Actually, with 2 Scrutinies, we want to pick up more black creatures as well, right? To be able to enable the I guess you don't necessarily need more black creatures. That's not true. Savior here. Yeah, 2 Scrutinies, 3 Saviors is quite good. What can I cut? I guess I don't need the Agent anymore. This deck looks really nice. Two, 3, 4. 4 2-drops. It's my worst card. I guess we have a few more 2-drops, but... Do I cut the Watchdog? I don't like this card, but... Man, Burden of Guilt's good too, isn't it? Good enough. Maybe with all this removal, I don't need Auspicious Arrival. I probably don't need the Watchdog. I have a bunch of other pump, and I have On the Job in addition. Like Vigilante pumps. The On the Job, of course, pumps. The Double Scrutiny pumps. Seems fine. Okay, so again, not really any huge bombs, but we did pick up a couple of good quality rares and mythics. I mean, Teysa is pretty close to a bomb, I'd say. It's not like the classic bomb you're thinking about, but Teysa will win the game. All right, let's go a little bit heavier white here. We still need black. Look, deck looks pretty nice. Okay, here we go. So round one of this Alchemy Murders at Karlov Manor draft should be fun. And I will not be surprised if we just get wrecked by a bunch of powerful rares and mythics, but if we don't, hey, it's good too. Nice hand. Turn 2 Consultant, turn 3 Dogwalker. Our opponent plays a turn 1 0/3. Hoping we don't draw any more lands for the foreseeable future. They got me. They blocked. Okay. Ooh, a dual leech was good. Oh, well, there goes our dual leech. Delny. That's pretty good, too. Does that give me 4 dogs? I think it... Oh, wait, no. The Dogwalker is a 3-power creature when it flips. Oh, well, it didn't matter anyways. That's a lot of tokens. Alright, well, we're just going to attack with all next turn. Obviously. Clearly signaling we have on the job, but what are you going to do? I mean, we hit him for 11 here. Two removal spells in hand. It's a great burden target. Looks like that's going to be their token. Ooh, Mama Tesa, huh? Gorehound's also fantastic. Yeah, let's go burden here. Tap it. Attack with all. Obviously letting them trade their 1/1 for the Dogwalker is not too bad, but we do push in some relevance here. Now we get to go Gorehound into Tesa, get a Surveil, get a Clue. Seems good. Okay, Homicide Investigator. Soul Innervation's gonna trigger. A little bit of a bold attack. Okay, so let's see. If I kill the forest and attack with all, I take 2 damage. Tesa would have to trade with forest. I guess let's do this first. We'll get a 1/1 and a Surveil. It's pretty good too. Okay, I'll just pass then. We can tap the Cadaver with our one of our mana and then make the move with the other 3. Don't care about that. It's fine. So if I gatekeeper their hedge whisperer, I trade both of those for a 2/2. Oh wait, I actually have lethal if I put this on the flyer, right? Never mind. Because they automatically take 2 from the flyer, and then they take 2 from the other unblocks. Nice. Okay. Did they even cast any alchemy cards? That might have been like a normal a normal game of MKM, basically. Alrighty, game. Dude. Oh, man. This needed a black... Man, if this had a swamp and a plains in it, it'd be so good. I think we'll mulligan that. Vigilante's really good in our hand, too, I feel like. I could just pitch a plains, but no, I guess I'll pitch the 5-drop. Because the scrutiny's going to make one of our other creatures cost more. Like, if we draw Swamp by turn 3, we get to make a 2/4 flyer and a 3/3 on turn 3. That's kind of insane. Double Scrutiny's kind of sick if it works out. Damn. So notably, Scrutiny doesn't work with Morph cards. Or rather, geez, okay. If you Scrutiny onto something like a Sanguine Savior, it only alters the cost of the face-up. Wouldn't do anything to the Morph. Well, we didn't get there on land anyways. Not looking too good for us. If I draw Swamp next turn, we might still have a chance. But otherwise, I'm going to fall behind just to 2 big flyers. I assume that's a Granite Witness. Okay, there's still a chance then. So we're going to Scrutiny here. Combat. This will be an attack for 4. It's too bad the dogs are not red-white, because that would be pretty gross. I guess I should have just flipped this before attacking and had the Vigilance active. I don't think they were going to block anyways. Oh, wait, no, if I do that, they could have... Never mind. We're under the assumption that's a Granite Witness, so... I guess by doing this, I actually still get in for damage, and they're probably going to flip end of turn anyway, right? Maybe not. Oh, it's just a specialist. Okay. Sure. Sure. That's actually not too bad for me. Forcer is very good. Now we make a 2/4 flyer with a 3/3. I did this to put a little bit more pressure on the board. Obviously, I could have played Wisp Drinker first. Ooh, that's really bad. Wait, what? So if I block like this, I die to the Cold Case next turn. Because they can give Private Eye um, ability. But I think this is the highest upside play. Block like this. Go to 4. Hope I hit a land for Sanguine Savior. Oh, they used their clue. Oh, okay. Well, we still want to hit a land here, but that's really good for us. Beautiful. Gain another 4. Boom, boom. Awesome. Yeah, these Scrutinies of the Guild Pact are really freaking good in our deck. Opponent's still on no Alchemy cards. I think it's just safest to chump here, looking at our hand and board state. Okay, so that now this time they have a Granite Witness? Sure. Well, they have to block both of my big creatures, and then I'm going to put them to 1 by going Wisp Drinker into Enforcer, gaining a life. I guess maybe chumping with our Sanguine Savior wasn't at its best. Any way to trigger the Wisp Drinker is also a win. Oh, do they have an out cold? Okay. That doesn't trigger. But land's good here, because now I can activate the Vampire and make them trade off. Well, actually, that's not true. They don't need to block with the Cracker there if they don't want to. Because their Perimeter Enforcer has the lifelink, but I think I'm happy with a clear board like this. Yeah, blocking with the Savior probably cost me winning a lot earlier. I mean, we haven't even won here, obviously. The creatures are still locked down for another turn. Okay. If they have like another out cold, I don't even think they're doing. Wow. That's one of the more busted Alchemy cards, and it's an uncommon. It's a 2-mana 1/1 that gives Thopters you control +2/+0. And then at the beginning of your upkeep, you make an Ornithopter. Absolutely disgusting. Like, if you play this on turn 2, do they have a Sprite here? Yeah. If you play this on turn 2 and your opponent cannot kill it, it just wins the game. It makes a free 2/2 flyer every turn. Alright, force them to chump with their flyer. Then we get to drain them for 1 here. Oh, that was a mistake, wasn't it? I could have gained 2 life by... Well, I guess I can block with the Gorehound now, but... Could have given my onlooker lifelink. Man, they drew another effect or something? Creature? Oh, now they're just dead? Okay. Alright. That game went a little bit longer than it should have, but... Still managed to pull it out. Yeah, just good black-white synergy. Okay, let's keep the good times rolling. No, that's not a good time. Missing a white source. That is fine. Again, I want the Vigilante, but I think we just keep the cheaper stuff here. Drawing a Scrutiny next turn would be really good. Or just lots of consulting, I guess. That's pretty good as well. Let's get the Witness down first. We want to protect the Gatekeeper, and then maybe, you know, we can play it on 5 mana and flip it immediately. Yeah, that's fine. Sure, I guess they have +1/+1? Or no? Oh, sure, okay. That is extremely surprising. Ooh. Is the wording on this? Yeah, the Wisp Drinker Vampire with Delny is going to be very, very good. That's fine. So now we can go Delny, double trigger Vampire, Consultant, double trigger. The drains are real. Very good. Oh, goodbye, Delny. Good while you lasted, my friend. Do want to play out my lands, not feigning anything. Plus, if we do get that 7th mana, we can activate the Vampire. Wow, that is really scary, actually. So I think we're going to hold the Scrutiny until we can find another creature. Problem with me not dealing with their face down right now is if they do flip it, oh my gosh, then they're going to trigger. I don't think we're supposed to use this though yet. I don't think it's worth gaining 3 life and tapping out of our disguise. Alright, no blocks. Crocodile. Oh, Bloomkin. Okay. Guess I just take 8 here. Wow, this is really bad now. Really, really bad. Alright, well that's good. At least. Okay, a little bit of saving there. Man, is that the 3rd hard-hitting question? What the hell? God, another disguise. Alright. Keep passing. Those sentries are going to kill us for sure. Yeah. It's better here to give the Death Touch effect than hold up Slice. Holy smokes, dude. Forum familiar, they get to bounce their case of the Gateway Express. Yeah, alright. I've seen enough here. That was kind of unfortunate. We drew 9 lands and like 6 or 7 spells. That's magic, baby. Alright, go on to the next. Yeah, I suppose that's a keeper on the draw. Uh-oh. Don't make me sweat, please. Let's just draw the 3rd land next turn. Ardu. Could just be red-white with Surveil land, but I like being able to get on the battlefield first. Ah, okay, infinite colors. Damn, where was that perimeter captain last turn instead? I might be face up playing the Savior. I was more mana efficient last turn, but it's not like I have too much to do with the mana anyway. Okay, well... Sure. It's not too bad. Take 4. Good. I could just bind to get back my other Savior, but that doesn't make too much sense right now. Exit Specialist. What on earth is going on? I mean, a little bit unfortunate that, like, the 3.5 color deck's drawing their mana better than I am, but... is what it is, I suppose. I don't think I'm supposed to kill the Satchel there. Currently, they can only make 1 more Thopter. Okay. So we'll block here, take 3. We draw 5th land. We could have pumped up our... Enforcer. Man, this is really unfortunate. What's a guy gotta do to draw some more lands here? Oh my gosh, I need double white to cast this now. I am a fool. Oh, lordy. Well, I assume what that is an auctioneer then, or something, or whatever it's called. They're gonna make a 1/1 flyer, so I'm gonna just pass. Oh, I see. They're gonna go wide. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, we gotta hope they don't have anything. I'm gonna get back my savior now. It's gonna be a 3/2 lifelink. Two, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, but I would gain 3. So I'm gonna go to 2 here, and I'm gonna keep my perimeter enforcer alive. I don't know why they didn't play that pre-combat and make all their other creatures indestructible. Can I get some land, please? Are you joking, dude? Come on. Okay, I'm just gonna pass and hope they don't have anything. Seriously? This sucks to lose to. Okay, no, it is what it is. Mana screw for the loss. I don't even think it would have mattered had I not chosen my other savior to pump. Ugh. 5th land that turn, maybe we had a chance. God, that sucks. Had all the tools, but getting beat by the 4-color deck when we were getting screwed in our 2-color deck just feels garbage. Alright, come on. Don't do this to me, Arena. Okay, well. Remember, we have more plains in the deck than swamps. So let's just simply draw more plains. Yeah. We are going to do this to the Savior again, which means I will need to find another plains, but we still have the Granite Witness to cast next turn. Again, it's not like I really want to be playing out the Sanguine Savior face up. We did it! Our hand's great. Scrutiny of the Guild Pack next turn, gonna be fantastic. Or I could just go Wisp Drinker, but I think we want to go for the pressure. Oh, Atrada's kind of bad. Huh? It's very good. So I'm probably gonna have to triple block if they attack. That way we play around an individual removal spell. Looks like they're not even gonna bother. Once again, need to find some land here. I mean, I guess I might just let the Atrada hit me at this point. Oh, no attacks. Okay, let's go to combat and see if they're just going to tap down then. Some out cold business. Oh, Lost in the Maze. Okay. That's good too. The old triple tap down. Yeah, game plan of flipping up the Dog Walker into On the Job is pretty gross. Remember, if I use my Granite Witness, it doesn't actually untap one of my tap down creatures. It would simply remove the lockdown counter, but looks like the opponent's off it, so. I'd still say we even had some mana issues that game, but luckily it was able to work out since we had 2 planes. Okay, 3 and 2 on to game 6. Ooh, this hand is a hand. Any white 2-drop would be amazing. Perimeter Enforcer off the top one time. But I would take Seasoned Consultants. Yeah, this is where the scrutiny is really awkward, because we really want a creature with it. Oh, man, we needed that last turn. Ugh, one turn off. It's alright. Don't mind taking a turn off, because now we're going to get to play a 2-4 plus a 3-3 next turn. Opponent's got a good curve. The classic Phantom into Inside Source. Fifth land next turn would be great. Oh, right, the Consultant isn't a 2-4 because it's a white creature. It was still right to do that. Right, we got the extra 3-3 by putting the Incorporate on it, but right. It's not going to be a 2-4 since it's simply double white. What does all this manual tap leave up a blue? Do they have the Beneath the Mask card or something? Okay. Curious Inquiry. Naturally, pretty good about drawing more swamps than plains in our more plains deck. Alright, nice little 4-3 flyer here for us with Vigilance. Projector Inspector. You got it. We really wanted them to trigger their Phantom and attack for 2 in the air. Been able to eat it. Discards Auspicious Arrival. Still gonna flip up our Guardian, or whatever Witness here, end of turn. That's pretty good. Actually, I think I'm attacking with all here. Then we can go Slice here for 1, and still play out a 3-drop. I think I'm okay giving this Disguise treatment first, because giving the Granite Witness lifelink, gaining an extra 4 is pretty nice. Now, the downside with this is that I might miss lethal, but I would need to draw, or rather, they would need to not have an answer to a flyer this turn. Because on the job with both of the flyers would have been lethal, although I'm guessing maybe that's just a Granite Witness anyway. So I'm going to go to combat here first and see if they No, they didn't. Okay, so we're going to go like this. Flip up. They did have a Granite Witness. Okay, so they're going to block. Do we let the trade happen, or do we on the job? Because if I let the trade happen, my clock is significantly reduced, but... oh, why didn't I attack with everything? What am I doing here? That was really bad. But I think murdering the Thopterist is right. Wow, that was really bad. I don't know what I was doing. Wasn't thinking. Because they let me go to attacks. So I would have been able to attack with everything there, and they would have had to make some bad blocks. We would have cleared off a lot of their board. Sadly, that's still going to trade even with on the job. I mean, obviously we're doing okay here, but they still have a bunch of cards in hand since they've been missing mana. Lands, rather. Ugh, playing sloppy. If they go past, that's incredible. That's really unfortunate for them. Yeah. Well, they're... Alright, so out cold is the suspicion. I really need to draw another threat this turn. Oh my, and just like that, all of a sudden, I'm losing. They're gonna start stabilizing. They have way too... I mean, unless they somehow keep bricking on lands and have, like, double blue spells. That's probably gonna find them land. Yeah, that one turn I didn't attack with everything was really bad. I mean, we still would have traded off flyers, but... I guess the same ground blocks would have happened that happened the previous turn. No, maybe that wasn't... I mean, the same thing would have happened. Huh. Okay. Incredible. Oh boy. Over twice as many lands as the opponent does. And now they're discarding land. Love it. Oh, sure. What can you do? Try not to cry, but end up crying a lot. How many turns in a row? Unreal. Debating not even playing that out. Because if they have like another binding, I would really like them not to bind that. But that might hold them back a little bit more. Maybe they get a little bit scared because it's a menace creature. Okay, and they didn't attack. Not sure why they didn't attack if they had another out cold. Classic. That was another reason to hold the Gorehound, but I guess we got them to use their out cold by playing it, so kind of a wash there. And we still have like 50% more lands than they do. And they're so much deeper in their deck. I mean, they did discard at this point 2 lands, but... Oh, man. You know, this is just a continuation of how this format's been treating me. Ooh, double Private Eye is really good. I don't think my misplay ended up mattering. Right, on that one turn where I didn't attack with the ground creatures, the same thing would have happened. I would have been able to draw a card one turn sooner. I don't think that would have mattered, seeing what we've drawn. I mean, I don't even know if I have many outs at this point. Any way for them to draw a card kills us. So if they have another detective, for example... That'll do. They did have another binding. Sure. Alright. We're dead on board there. Well, that was pretty fun. I think our deck was really good. It didn't have any of the bombs I was talking about, but it was just a super solid black-white deck, and I think the majority of our losses were just mana issues of some variety. Again, obviously I didn't play optimally 100% of the time, but even still, that's a pretty frustrating way to lose it. Alright. Good beats. That's Magic, baby. Need to tighten up, but drawing that poorly doesn't help in the long run, so we'll see you back next time. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye-bye.